So, I have a story time to start off the podcast.
All right.
Last night, I was trading some stuff to Kate on my phone, and then my phone died. Shocker. My phone has had battery issues for ever, at least since January. I got a new battery in January, and then it's just been downhill from there. And so last night, it died, and so I plugged it up all night. And then I went to check this morning and nothing. It doesn't show like the little battery thing that iPhones show. It's an iPhone 7. But anyway, so it had been charging all night and then nothing. It doesn't show the battery thing. It doesn't show the little electric, what is that, a lightning bolt thing that it shows. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I've plugged it into about every plug there is because I thought maybe the plug wasn't working and it still doesn't turn on. I've tried the little refresh mode where you press on the home button and the power button and it doesn't work. So I am debating whether to get the iPhone 8 Plus or the iPhone X. So if you guys have any thoughts about that, I know the iPhone X is really expensive, but I'm hoping that this one will last me a lot longer. I had my 7 for a good while, so I usually make phones last. But if you have,
it's time. It won't revive. Welcome back to the second ever episode of the Pokemon Go Show. I am Kate, and I have with me Shelby. What's up, Shelby?
hello!
How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for listening to our first episode. If this is your first time listening to us, thank you so much. Thanks for giving us a shot.
We actually have 43 Twitter followers, I checked.
Yeah.
So pretty good.
We're making leaps and bounds.
We're building a little community.
If you're one of our followers, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Also, sorry about the delay in the upload. We had a lot of issues with technical things.
It's a little bit more complex than I had thought, uploading a podcast to iTunes and Google Play, but good news is pretty sure we have it figured out. So hopefully if you're listening to this episode, you're listening to it on iTunes or Google Play. We are still going to put the episodes on YouTube, so you may have to hear it there first. We should have it all figured out.
Yeah. And our we have a website that's hopefully going to have all our stuff on there too.
Yeah, so to get the podcast uploaded to iTunes and Google Play, you basically had to have a domain. So I just created a website. It's still under construction. We're still working on it, but we'll have that out pretty soon to just hopefully help get our name out there a little bit more and have a place where you guys can interact with us.
Yeah.
We'd love to do t-shirts one day in the future.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Alright, so was Pokemon Go kind to you this week, Kate?
It was very kind to me this week.
Good.
First of all, we had Eevee Community Day, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yep.
But I also, last time on the podcast, one of my goals was to catch a shiny Murkrow and or Roselia. And I got a shiny Roselia.
Woo!
I was so excited. I was visiting my grandparents, and we went to, I think it was Walmart, and it's a really, really, really small town, so there's no Pokemon there, but I've been to the Walmart and checked Pokemon, and I knew there were going to be at least 5 spawns, and there were at least 5.
That's good.
And so I clicked on a Roselia to shiny check when I first got there. It wasn't shiny, and then when we were leaving, I clicked on another Roselia, and before my eyes, it was the shiny, and I was like, oh my gosh! And then I had to explain to my grandmother what Pokemon was and why that one Pokemon that I just got was important. I don't think she got it, but
that's okay.
It was fun. It was a really fun moment.
I'm sure she was happy for you.
It made my trip even better.
Yeah.
So that was definitely my highlight of the week. And then Eevee Community Day was really fun. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But how was your week?
It was pretty good. I would pull up my phone for reference, but again, it's dead as a doornail. Okay, so the best thing I caught this week was the shiny Eevee. I think I caught 3 of them, which I think.
Or you got 4.
I caught 4, which wasn't a lot, but I only went out one day. And we didn't even stay the whole time, so I thought that was pretty good.
It was.
We did about 2 hours, hot. 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I think 2.
2 hours. So that's pretty good. 3 and 2 hours.
It felt like a really long time.
Or 4 and 2 hours, sorry. Yeah, it felt like a long time. And we went to this like botanical garden type thing in our like area because that's like a really good spot to Pokemon. And usually if we're gonna drive somewhere to do Pokemon, that's where we'll go. And this community day was really packed, I thought.
Oh yeah, it was.
There's tons of families, tons of people walking around. A few people looking at us very confused. One lady was like, asked us what we were doing. She was walking with her kids, and I was like, oh, Pokemon. She kind of gave us a side eye, but it's fine.
I mean, she was pretty nice. She was just like, why are there literally
and because
1,000 people here?
Community days, everyone's like looking down at their phone, like, and I try to be like conscious about other people. Like I try to look up every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm not. But
be courteous to those
we walked around us. We walked a lot. And my sister, she's never played before, really. I mean, she's played on my account, or sometimes we'll go walking in the neighborhood, and I'll let her play on my phone. But this time, my mom let her use her phone, and so she created a new account for her. And so this was like her first experience Pokemoning, and she thought it was so cool that, like all these people were coming to play this game. And I think she really enjoyed it. I don't remember how many she caught.
She caught 4 also.
Yeah, she caught 4 because we were trying to race and see who could, not race, but see who could get the most.
Yeah.
But it was fun. There were people in some crazy costumes.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
It was fun.
Yeah, it made it fun. Everyone was really nice, so.
I noticed more than other community days, there were a lot more kids playing.
Yeah,
which I thought was really cool. They were, like, everywhere you go, I would hear kids getting so excited that they would catch a shiny. It just made me really excited because I feel like the younger kids they didn't really grow up with Pokemon. Like, we knew of Pokemon when we were younger, so now this is, like, their first exposure to it.
Yeah, because I used to watch the show and, collect the cards, too.
Yeah.
So
I'm going back through, I'm watching the show, and I'm collecting cards now, too, which I can talk about that later, but, I'm trying to become as cultured in Pokemon as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm having a great time with it. So, I played with you and your sister the first day. We stayed for like 2 hours. My luck that day was pretty bad. I caught 3, and I think I don't remember exactly how many I clicked on and how many I caught, but I think that day I caught at least 100, and then probably clicked on at least 150 or 175, and I caught 3, so I thought that the odds were kind of low that day. But then I went back to the botanical gardens the next day, and I stayed the whole 3 hours, and my luck was a lot better. I caught 13 that day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you stay the whole time?
I did. I stayed the whole time. I got there a little early, so I was really ready. And so, it was good, because with Community Day, we thought we might get some evolution stones or a way to guarantee to get the evolutions that you wanted, but it was, you could control Espeon and Umbreon by walking them and evolving them in the day or the night, depending on which one you wanted. But then for the Gen 1 evolutions, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, you couldn't control which one you got, so I wanted to try to get as many as I could to be able to get which one I wanted. And, let's see, I evolved. I got my shiny Espeon. Actually, tonight I'm going to get my shiny Umbreon. And then I got one Vaporeon, a Flareon, and a Jolteon, but it didn't take, it took me a few tries. It didn't take me just 3 in a row. I got 4 shiny Jolteon, 3 shiny Flareon, and 1 Vaporeon, which I was a little disappointed. If I could have controlled it, I wanted 4 Vaporeon, but it's fine. I might trade some of my extras for maybe more Vaporeons, or maybe just other shinies that I don't have yet. So, but all in all, it might have been my favorite community day. I don't know. I really like Eevee. I like the evolutions. I feel like you really worked to grind for it, so I liked it. It was good.
It was a pretty good community day, though. I enjoyed getting to show my sister. Alright, so let's talk about some recent news. Yeah, in Pokemon Go.
Let's do it.
So, buckle your seatbelts
Buckle.
because Celebi is coming to the game.
Yes.
Now you
Yes.
will have to work for it though.
Okay.
It's gonna be just like Mew. We're gonna have special research tasks to complete.
I love that.
Me too. You're a little overexcited, Kate.
So, to do the special research tasks, you will get XP by doing it. You will receive useful items, like in the Mew quest, and then you'll even encounter certain Pokemon on your journey. So, this makes me think, is this going to be just encountering Celebi, or do you think we're going to get to encounter other Pokemon besides Celebi along our journey?
I don't know.
Makes you wonder. It also made Paul wonder. Shelby, you want to read our first listener question from Paul Ashley?
Sure, I'd love to. Okay, so Paul wanted to know, what is the likelihood of unknown being a special encounter within the Celebi special research?
First of all, I think that's a fantastic question. I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either. That never crossed my mind.
But it made me wonder. I was like, oh my gosh, would they do this?
Well, because, for the Pokemon Go Fest, one of their tasks was to catch so many unknowns.
Right.
So, maybe they'll kind of tie that in. I don't know.
But, the whole world can't just catch 7 unknowns unless we go to some event, right?
Right.
Because the random spawn rate is 1 in a million.
Yeah.
That would take beyond a lifetime.
Well, and those are usually at special events, so that's why people go. I mean, not the only
it's a
reason
good
they want to
incentive.
go, but it's an incentive. So I don't know. It might just be too good to be true if they add unknown with Celebi.
That would be great.
That would be best case scenario, but I just don't know if they'll do that.
Do you have an unknown?
I do not.
I don't either. This could be our chance.
Yes.
But do they want to give it away to everybody?
I don't know.
It makes you wonder. Good question, Paul. We don't have the answers, and there's.
I want to say they're not going to do it.
Yeah, pure speculation. We have no indicators. They haven't really said, but
hey, if it happens, I'll be happy.
I don't know. Recently, they've been providing ways for people to fill up their Pokédex and be able to get things that they don't have. So, I mean, if they were ever going to do it, this seems like a pretty good chance.
Yep. I agree.
I don't know.
So we'll have to just wait until it becomes August 20th.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said that.
I don't think so. But we don't know what time yet. So it could be, it's probably going to be around probably noon or 1, depending on where you live. In America,
Afternoon.
in the Eastern time zone, it's usually around like 1-ish. So I guess expect it then. Be checking social media because when it goes live, everything's going to explode.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Celebi everywhere.
Be exciting.
But thank you, Paul, for that question. That was a really good question. And if you have any questions that you want answered on the podcast, feel free to tweet us. We'll tell you guys a little later. We'll remind you our Twitter handle. But, yeah, that was a great question.
I'm very excited for the quest, by the way.
Me too. That was one of my favorite things.
They make
ever.
me excited to play the game again.
Yeah.
Like, it's something to look forward to and to move or, to work towards.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm only level 35, so I still have to work my levels, but this is just something, quicker that I can do.
Yeah, like an instant gratification.
Yeah.
Well, also, I like that it gives you items.
Yeah.
Like, in Mew, they gave you lure modules, incubators, incenses. We really don't get freebies that often, so it makes me appreciate them.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to not spend as much money on the game anymore, and
Yeah.
it's pretty sad, honestly.
Budget.
Yeah, save some money to buy some cards, collecting those Pokemon cards.
Yep.
But also, in the announcement from Niantic, it says that if you've already gotten Celebi in the special research, if you attended Pokemon Go Fest, you cannot get another Celebi, but you will be able to do the quest, and your reward will be extra Celebi candy.
Yeah, so that's good for people who already have one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They can still have a goal and work towards the candy.
Yeah. Well, they're not left out, and they're not punished because they shouldn't be punished.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they did that. Well, I think that was a good alternative. And then the last thing in this announcement of importance, it says that the presence of Celebi has also drawn out the appearance of more Pokemon originally discovered in the Johto region. So,
AKA Gen 2.
yeah, aka Gen 2. So, these Gen 2 Pokemon will probably have an increased spawn rate. You may be seeing more Gen 2 Pokemon than anything else. It also says that they will be featured in research tasks. So, just random research tasks. So, it may be like catch 3 Chikorita, and then the special encounter would be a Mareep. So,
That'd be good.
yeah, something like that. So basically, during this time, Gen 2 Pokemon will be featured because Celebi is a Gen 2 Pokemon. Which also brings you back to the fact that Unknown is also Gen 2, so that, I mean, if there's a time for it to come in anything, it might be now.
This is the time.
So we will see. So yeah, we will keep you guys posted on Celebi as we find out more. Twitter will also keep you posted. There, once it happens, you won't be lacking in any information. Speaking of new things in the news, they have just released new raid bosses.
Woo!
Tiers 1 through 5.
So let's start off with the Tier 1 raid bosses. So there's Magikarp, Makuhita, Meditite, and Wailmer.
Yeah.
Can anyone who's listening think of what all 4 of these have in common? Think about it before I say it. Okay, thank you, Kate. They all have the potential to be shiny.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, and then Tier 2, an Alolan Executor, as you say, the creep of Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
Because of its
I'm not his biggest fan.
long neck, Curlia, Mawile, and Roselia, and of course, Mawile and Roselia have the potential to be shiny as well.
Yes.
And
I would
then-
know after I caught my shiny Roselia.
Okay, don't rub it in. Okay, Tier 3, Alolan Raichu, Machamp, Tangela, Piloswine, and Donphin.
Alright.
And none of those can be shiny, unfortunately. Tier 4, Alolan Marowak, Rhydon, Tyranitar, and Absol. And of course, Absol can be shiny. And the big Tier 5 raid boss is Regirock. Yeah, another Reggie.
Not
So
too bad
not
about that.
not very impressive. And sorry for those of you that love the Reggie Pokemon, but
In Pokemon Go, they just haven't given them good stats.
yeah.
They're pretty weak.
But if you are Team Regirock, then that's fine too.
Good for you.
But we are not Team Regirock.
We do not endorse Team Regirock.
No.
Or any of the fellow Reggies. So these raid bosses, they kind of make me wonder. There's something that most of them have in common.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are not shiny. Like Curlia, Tangela, Piloswine, Rhydon. Those all can evolve into a Gen 4 form.
Interesting.
So why do we think that they put these in their new batch? Do we think that this is going to lead to a brand new Gen 4 wave?
Maybe. They're preparing the way.
And you know, another thing that makes me think that it could just be coming up.
Yes. What is it?
The one and only Trails, the famous data miner,
Mm-hmm.
who always finds everything right before it happens. He leaked in one of his live streams that in the code was a Gen 4 title, which was badge _ Pokédex _ entries _ Gen 4 _ title Sinnoh. The new Gen 4 Pokemon could be coming very soon.
Well, I think that would just be so exciting.
Super exciting. But with Celebi for sure coming out on the 20th, when do we think that Gen 4 will be coming?
I'm going to just take a guess at the date.
Okay.
I'm going to say September 9th.
Okay.
Do you have a guess?
I'm going to say September 2nd.
Okay.
A whole week before you. Tweet us when you think that Gen 4 will be released.
Yeah.
Well, they're the end of the summer special reward for completing all the research tasks during the given windows. There's supposed to be a big reward at the end of the summer.
Mhm.
Maybe this could be Gen 4. There's
Maybe.
also speculation that it could be Shiny Mewtwo.
That would be excellent.
That would be insane. But if Celebi, there was also speculation that Celebi would be the
prize.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we know when Celebi is. Maybe Gen 4 is going to be the big special prize.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Summer is coming to an end, though,
Yeah.
so it'll be soon.
Tweet us what you guys think. Alright, well, we may not like Regirock, but we probably should talk about him just a little bit. I mean, he is news after all.
Yep.
How long is this guy going to be here?
Until September 20th.
Oof.
That's a long time.
That's a whole month.
It is August 17th. That is a month
Oh boy.
to get a Regirock.
I think that's plenty of time.
I think so, too.
Well, we had another question. This one came from @HeroKilla on Twitter. He asked us, how did we feel about another month of Reggie?
Well, we've already hinted at that we're not too excited. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I feel like he just kind of hurts the rating scene.
Yeah, in our area, at least, not a lot of people have been rating lately.
No.
Just because no one's really excited for Regirock. Plus, he's going to be out for another month, and a lot of people have already gotten him. So, it's just...
Well, I feel like he's just not useful enough, so people just don't really care that much.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think he just hurts the rating scene. There's a lot less people out and about. Which, I mean, it also hurts. You get a lot of XP from raiding. You get rare candies, extra potions, TMs. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a negative for the game. But maybe it won't be as bad if we have Celebi coming out and maybe new Gen 4. It would kind of offset the lack of rating,
Yeah,
maybe.
hopefully.
But I don't know. I think there could be a little bit of a supplement to Regirock. You know how they release Pokemon. They release legendaries, and you'll be able to catch them in a shiny form. Maybe they'll release something like Groudon, or they've already released Kyogre. Maybe they'll release Groudon or Rayquaza and have their shiny
Yeah, that would
possibility.
be good.
That way, it would encourage people to get out and raid those tier 5s.
Hype it up a little.
Yeah,
Get people rating more, hopefully.
because the tier 5 raid scene has definitely plummeted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because it was the summer months.
Yeah,
Which is when
kind of stinks.
A lot of people would be able to,
have
especially
the most
families.
time, yeah.
But I don't know. They could throw maybe one more in there, have a shiny possibility, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, that would be good.
But or just I don't know.
Might just have to wait it out.
Yeah, I wish they would reduce the time. I feel like most people, if you took a poll, people would be okay with him only being here for 2 weeks
Yeah.
and moving on to something a little bit better. I think people are definitely over the Reggie trio for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
Regirock is probably the best of the Reggie trio, but he still falls second to a Golem or a Rhydon. So, I don't know. You won't see me rating for him all the time.
No, me neither. I won't bust my back to go get him.
No. Well, especially when you don't have a phone. So,
True. Gotta wait for that.
send good vibes
Yeah.
to Shelby to get a new phone.
Yep.
Continue playing Pokemon. Well, in case you do want to go out and get him, we'll give you a few counters. Kyogre is a good counter. Machamp is a really good counter. You could do a Golem or a Groudon. Those are pretty solid. A Breloom, that's a really strong fighting type. It has a strong, solid DPS. But if you really want a more extensive list, I would go check out Terry Wolf on Twitter. He has 3 full battle parties prepared, and they're really solid. They give you several different Pokemon options. I just don't think you could go wrong with the battle party that Terry Wolf has presented. It's stellar, if I do say so.
Also, just a reminder that the trading event is still going on. It started August 2nd, I think, and it's going until the 19th of August at 9 p.m. Pacific time. So, yeah, you have a few more days to trade, so trade away.
Probably about 2 more days.
Yeah. So, if you're good friends, you're gonna get a 25% trading discount. Great friends, you'll get 40%, ultra friends 94%, and then best friends 97%.
Which I don't really know why they have best friends in here because no one's able to be best friends yet. But ultra friends, the highest, you have a 94% trading discount, which is really substantial if you're trading a shiny or a legendary, or especially if you don't have it yet. It would only cost, for a shiny legendary that you don't have, it would only cost 60,000 Stardust, which compared to like 800,000 or 1 million,
Yeah, that's good.
that saves you a
Good
ton.
discount.
And another bonus for this event is it gives you a ton of candy when you trade. So you can get between 4 and 6 candies per trade. 4 being if you're like less than 10 kilometers from where your Pokemon was caught and who you're trading with. And then you can get 6 if you're trading with a distance of greater than 100 kilometers. So we would recommend trading maybe some spare rare Pokemon that it'd be better if you, instead of transferring them, you could trade them like Bagon, Beldum, Larvitar, anything you need candies for. Try to trade them away to somebody. Really try to trade away things that have a far distance so you can get up to 6 candies. I mean, you get 1 per transfer, so this is a good way to pick up some extra candy that's pretty hard to come by. So this event was not super monumental for the game, but it has its benefits.
And you get triple XP for the new Pokédex entries.
Yeah, that's always helpful.
Do you like the friend system?
I do. I wish that you could have more special trades per day.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that if maybe you become best friends with someone that you don't have to be like right with that person. Like you can trade from wherever you are.
Yeah, I agree.
Because at that point, after being friends for 90 days to be a best friend, I feel like
Put a lot of work
you've
into it.
earned the right to be able to trade wherever and maybe trade a couple like really special things.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think as you become friends, there should be different, halfway and then the ultimate, like when you become ultra friends.
Yeah.
Like you slowly get more and more.
Yeah. Like greater things besides just a Stardust discount.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but I feel like to make it really sweet, they could add increased special trades and being able to trade from a distance.
Yeah, sweeten the deal a little bit.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they just came out with this, so maybe there's something they're working on it, playing around with it. But those are a couple things that I would like to look for to see in the future.
Yeah, I agree. Me too.
If that's something you guys would like to see, let us know or tweet Niantic. I'd like to think that they see what the community wants. I feel like they've done a better job of really providing feedback to the community and really like reaching out and listening. So
yeah, they're pretty active on Twitter. So
yeah, they've gotten a lot better. I feel like they're really trying, which is good because there were some dark days.
Yeah.
All about improvement. Some minor news. A new wave of EX raid passes went out. These are targeted for August 25th and 26th. Shelby, did you get one?
No. But I know you did.
I did. I'm pretty excited. I mean, the EX raid system with Mewtwo, I think it's definitely lost a lot of hype, and it's gotten a lot of backlash over its time, but I'm excited to get more Mewtwo's because I would really like to trade maybe a Mewtwo for a Mewtwo with someone and get a lucky Mewtwo.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
I like lucky Pokemon, but I'm not all about it, I guess, right now. But I really would like a lucky Mewtwo. That would be awesome. I just think they look really cool. and you save a lot of Stardust powering up, which I do. I've powered up 2 Mewtwo's, and if I got another one above 96%, I would probably power that one up as well. Because it's one of the ultimate Pokemon, you know? It gets so much hype.
Yeah, I really like Mewtwo.
And our last little bit of news we have is Community Day, September. It was announced that Chikorita is going to be the featured Pokemon. How do you feel about this, Shelby?
I'm not too excited about it.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's just kind of blasé.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Eevee was such a fan favorite, I think, and then Chikorita's just kind of, it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's a Gen 2 starter, which, I mean, kind of makes, it goes back to the Celebi thing where they said more Johto Pokemon would be prevalent. Maybe that's why they started to do this Gen 2 Pokemon. Bring in that starter wave. The shiny for Chikorita, I think it's like a dark, lightish brown. Not super pleasing to the eye, but still pretty cool.
Something to add to the collection.
Yeah. It's an attainable shiny, for sure. You put in a few hours, you'll definitely get one. This one might be one where I just get 3, 1 for each stage of the evolutions, and I may call it.
Yeah.
Saturday is football, so probably will be into football rather than Pokemon, but
true.
We'll see. It is on a Saturday on September 22nd, and the time is the same as it has been for every community day in the past, depending on your region. Some features: Meganium will be able to have a special move, but will have to evolve a Bayleaf into a Meganium during the time window for it to know a special move. We don't know the special move yet. They usually announce it a few days before Community Day comes out. I think if it would need to be a meta-relevant move, like Frenzy Plant with Venusaur, for, I think, people to really care about it. I don't know. That's just me, though. That would be a good move for it to have, Frenzy Plant. I'm hoping it gets that. Also, lures will last for 3 hours, and during the 3-hour window, you will have 3 times catch XP. So, you're going to want to save up coins to buy lucky eggs, incenses, star pieces are always good. And if you have a Pokemon Plus, this is a really good time to use it because you'll get 3 times catch XP for everything you catch, not just Chikorita. So if you don't have one of those, I would recommend it. I have one, and it really does give you a lot of XP and Stardust, really without having to do anything. Or if you want to kind of play discreetly, if you're not in a place to just be out on your phone, it's another good way to do that too. So let us know what you guys think about Chikorita's the next Community Day. I was kind of hoping for Machop or Abra or Ghastly or Geodude, kind of go back to Gen 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know. It seems pretty cool. Eevee was really fun though. So Shelby, what are your goals for this coming up week?
Well, first I need to get a phone.
Yeah.
That's goal 1.
That would be a start.
And then just to play more consistently, and then hit it hard on the Celebi special research. What about you?
I definitely want to hit the Celebi quest really hard. I want to, I don't want to find out what the quests are ahead of time. I want to kind of be surprised by it. So I just want to do that. I want to get it quickly. I love the quest system, so I'm really excited for that. And I would like to catch a shiny Murkrow. That would be my other side goal. And I would like to get a Regirock just for the Pokedex. And then
I still need to get one. I know I said I didn't like it, and I guess that hasn't motivated me to get one yet, but I need to get one.
Gotta get it for the Pokedex. Oh, and another thing, going back to the Celebi quest, like the Mew quest, one thing that hung people up, it kind of hung me up for a little while, was you had to evolve a Magikarp, which costs 400 candy. So we don't know what the quests are going to be, but I would recommend holding off on evolutions that take a lot of candy or things that are more rare until the quest is live or until you know what the stages are going to be. That way you don't accidentally evolve a Swablu and then it turns out that you would need to evolve a Swablu, and then you have to basically to start over. Just kind of be thinking about that. So, I mean, we can't really know what to do to be prepared, but just hold off on some evolutions until you know for sure that you won't have to do that in the quest.
Yeah.
Because the Evolve a Magikarp thing, that hung me up for a little while on the last one. I really hope that catching a Ditto isn't going to be involved.
Yeah, that was kind of frustrating.
I don't think it will, since it's not.
I don't think so
It's
either.
not Gen 2, but
and I don't think they'd repeat it.
Yeah, that was just a pain. I know there's still a lot of people out there that still haven't got one, and man, I'm so sorry.
And if you haven't gotten your Mew yet, I don't know if we already said this, but you can still do the Celebi stuff as long as you've completed 3 of the tasks for Mew. You can do both simultaneously.
Yeah. And I think the first 3 stages you can do pretty quickly, too. So
yeah.
And that would be cool. You could do Mew and Celebi at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
There'd probably be different things, but I like that. I like that things can stack.
Yeah, that's nice.
We weren't really sure when Mew came out. We didn't know what was going to come next and when, so I think that also pushed people to go fast.
Yeah.
So that's really good to know that you can just take your time. And if you want to take your time, then go for it. Don't let anyone pressure you, or just go at your own pace. That makes it more fun. This game is supposed to be fun after all. But there's some good goals. Hopefully we can get these goals this week.
Yeah,
we got our goals last week. Let us know your goals. Every player has a different strategy, so it'd be good to get some different perspectives on goals this week. There should be a lot coming out this week, so I'm really excited. It's going to be a good week.
It is going to be a good week, if I can get a phone.
If you can get a phone.
Also, don't forget to tweet me your opinions on the iPhone 8 Plus or the iPhone X, if you have any opinions. If not, that's cool. I'll do some research, but
maybe I'll put out a poll. We'll put out a poll Sunday night. Give people a little bit of time to listen. Or just tweet us. Be like, hey, Shelby, get the iPhone X. Get the iPhone 8.
Yeah.
I have the 7, so I can't really give much input into getting one of the newer versions, but both have their perks.
Okay, so we have we have 3 listener shout-outs this week, and these are people who tweeted us.
So we sent out a tweet, and we were like, retweet this if you want to be a shout-out, and then we also, in that tweet, asked for questions. So we shouted out the people who asked questions, and then these are further shout-outs for people who retweeted that one tweet.
Okay, so the first person is Viridian Forest, a.k.a. at ViridianFS. And then the other one is Hero Killa. Love that one. And their Twitter handle is also Hero Killa. And then also Paul Ashley, who is also known as at Valor Halsey, or Halsey, however you want to pronounce that. So thanks for tweeting at us, and we love hearing your guys' opinions and interacting with you on social media.
Yeah, it's so much fun. That's probably my favorite part.
We're trying to create a little community, so
yeah,
you're all helping us out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who has listened and made it this far. It really means a lot. We're having a good time. Yeah, we can't wait for more.
We're up to 43 Twitter followers, so that's exciting.
45 now.
Oh, 45.
Yeah.
So we have a few social media platforms. Of course, Twitter. That's probably the best way to interact with us because we check that a lot. And it's at Pokemon Go Show 1. And also, we post our podcast on YouTube, and it's just the Pokemon Go Show podcast. And also, Kate here does some card opening videos.
Yeah, so I have picked back up my Pokemon card collection, and I've done a couple card opening videos, and they're on the YouTube page. And we've got at least 5 more that I've already done. They're coming. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle those in through the week. But I have a really great time. I love collecting them. I really like making videos. I'm trying to explore editing options, different music to go with it. So, yeah, please go check that out. It would mean a lot. It's been a fun time. It's it's a kind of fun thing to pair with the podcast.
Yeah, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, so you don't miss anything.
So you can find little card opening video treats throughout the week and month. And so you can see when we post a podcast.
Yeah. We'll also be posting on iTunes and Google Play. We're finishing up being able to post on those platforms, but those should be coming really, really soon, within the next few days for sure. So you can subscribe to those platforms as well if that is easier for you than YouTube. But if YouTube works better, then that's fine too. And then our last platform, we have email. If you want to tell us a story about your week, or if you have any questions, or just want to say hi. So if you want to email us, our email is thepokemonGoShow99@gmail.com. Also, you can tweet us, DM us on Twitter, or email us. We want to start a new segment each week where we highlight a trainer in our community. If you guys can tell us your level, your team, your style of play, what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game. Just basically tell us about your Pokemon experience, and we like to do a highlight for that every week. So I think that'll be pretty fun, kind of let the community get to know each other a little bit better. So yeah, so email us or tweet us or something like that.
Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Also, we're going to start adding in a code word because I want to. I'm making this up on the spot. But the code word this week is Apple. So if you've listened thus far, you can tweet us or reply to a tweet with the code word Apple, and we'll know that you've listened to the whole thing, and we'll be super happy when we see Apple.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the code word. Maybe next time we'll sprinkle it somewhere else in the middle or something, so you have to listen for it.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, it's like a little scavenger hunt. So Apple, so tweet us. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you have a great week.
Go get 'em.
Bye!